What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Sports Nut, aka Akintunde, Day. And this is the tough one, man. We all know by now about the Florida man that drowned. I'll read the article to you guys in a minute. But I just want to show y'all this video because it's just so sad. We're going to get all the way into this, okay? You know how we do. You know how they do, and you know how we do, okay? We're going to get all the way into this.
Five teenagers standing on the shore of a Florida lake, mocking and cursing a man, drowning and crying out for help. 4 days later, police officers in Cocoa pulled the body of Jamel Dunn from the water. That video has many asking the question, should the teens have jumped in to help instead of recording their taunts on a cell phone? Peter Bernard is on the night beat in Clearwater with the story. And Peter, you discovered the law in Florida is very clear on this. What they did may be cruel, but it's not criminal.
Yeah, and some are thinking that law needs to be changed. Let's say you come upon someone who's drowning in a lake, another body of water like I have behind me. Morally, you feel like you should jump in and help. But guess what? The law says you don't have to.
You're not finna help your sitting down in. We're drowning with the
July 9th in Cocoa, Florida, 5 teens notice a man pleading for help in the middle of a lake.
You don't understand.
This is my thing. Where's Black Lives Matter? This a black life. Now that's only half of it, because the life has to matter too. So the Black Lives Matter got three requirements: that you're black, you're alive, and that it mattered that you passed on to the next realm. Okay? So I think this guy, hey, he might have a lot of tattoos on his face. He may have spent a lot of time in the joint. But what makes him different than all the other guys that Black Lives Matter supports? All those guys spend a lot of time in the joint, or either, with problem children, got in a lot of trouble. They weren't saints. So this guy, if it was some racist white folk sitting on that damn on the bank of that shore, they'd have hopped in and tried to help him. I'm just telling you, I've been around white folk, and y'all all know this. I went to boarding school, I went to college. I lived the first 6-7 years of my life in Boston. You did? Okay. I lived in DC the last 30 years, 30 some odd years. Okay. Grew up in DC, the nation's capital, Chocolate City. So I know niggas. Okay. There's a lot of niggas who would have helped. Okay. Good black folk would have helped. I just think that it's more that wouldn't have. I think that some white folk, 98% of the white folk would have jumped in and tried to save this guy or done something. The tape would have shown them calling the police, because remember, when he first drowns, okay, he may have, even if though his brain wouldn't have had oxygen for a long time, he still could have been in a semi-vegetative state and maybe, lived a whatever life he could have eked out of that state. Whether he lost some of his functions, maybe he lost a few of them, a little bit of them, I don't know, whatever. He would have lost some functions. He would have had a tough total road, even if they had gotten him out in, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes. He might have been a vegetable. Okay. A police officer could have been in the neighborhood, cruising around there, gets the call, head to the lake, hops in, saves him. I mean, we all saw the video of Tommy, the other Tommy Sotomayor video, where he where the black girls who took there were 3 black girls like between 15 and 16, maybe 14, 15 years old. They had stolen a car and they went joyriding. The police chased them into a cemetery. So in the cemetery they were riding around and didn't see a lake and they drove straight into a lake, okay? You know all those police stripped the ass naked and hopped in there and tried to save them girls? Every last one of them that was on the scene immediately stripped their clothes off and hopped in the sea. And these were girls that had stolen a car and had went into a lake. Now, how many girls you know like that are that age, that are doing that type of shit, that go on and grow up and you'd never believe they did shit like that when they were kids? Even those cops seen value in those girls' lives. Okay? Evil racist cops. Now, I live in a neighborhood where it's a lot of black teens. And it's a lot of good ones, a lot of damn good black teens, okay? A lot of damn good black teens, all right? All right? A lot of damn good black teens. But there's also way more of them who would have done exactly this. Would have thought that shit was the funniest thing in the world. That's why a lot of people are appalled by this. And remember, I told you how we do. We keep it one thugger here, man. Fuck the bullshit, man. I'm not here pandering you niggas. You niggas ain't gonna do shit for me. But the first time I say something you don't like, jump ship. You niggas ain't gonna. You niggas will be on board. I say one thing you niggas don't like and y'all jump ship. So I'm not here to pander to you niggas. I don't give a fuck about telling y'all what y'all want to hear. It's so many kids I know and grown black men that would have thought this was the funniest thing. They probably would have thanked God that they got to see this. Oh man, I'm so lucky I get to get this footage. And not have the wherewithal to like not say those things they said on camera. And then not release that tape. Like that tape is in your phone, dude. You're the only one who has it. The fuck? Why would you let that tape get out of you laughing at a man? God, do you understand the agony, mental anguish, and the physical pain that guy went through in his last seconds? And he knew those guys were standing on the shore. And I don't think those guys were obligated to go in and help him. Nah. They was obligated to do anything but what they did. Okay? It's a difference. If that was my kid, I'd have told my kid, especially with currents out there, I'd been like pissed off at my kid if he'd have hopped in there. Motherfucker, what's wrong with you? Go get some help. Go get somebody who can handle it. Okay? At the same time, if my kid would have been sitting there laughing on that tape, that would have been a huge problem. Because that only reflects on you. That don't reflect on nobody else. That ain't society. That ain't the black community. That's your ass, parents. That ain't got shit to do with the black community. Nigga, that's you. Whatever house them kids came out of, Lord. Man, that's a major indictment on that house. And I don't care if these niggas go to church every Sunday and think because they got good jobs that they, whatever the fuck. I don't even care what kind of niggas these was. These could be you niggas with good jobs and shit. And love the Lord and all that shit. If these kids came out of your house, yikes.
One of them continues to record as the man, later identified as Jamel Jamel Dunn flails in vain to stay afloat.
Laughed at him, told him that they weren't going to help him, they weren't going to rescue him.
4 days later, police recovered his body.
The outrage that everyone feels is you feel like there should be a severe penalty.
Well-known Clearwater criminal defense attorney Roger Fuderman watched the video. He tells me, while most would agree you should have to help, he says the law doesn't require that.
There's really no law in Florida that makes you have a duty to render aid.
The victim's fiance is furious.
How could nothing in your heart tell you not to do anything when someone's crying out
Right.
for help?
But the teens aren't off the hook. They're being charged with an obscure misdemeanor.
But they had an immediate duty to know, to let someone know. Law enforcement,
Right.
tree physician that we just saw the death.
Cold, callous, reprehensible, all of the above.
In this case, if they'd have gone in there, they could have saved this boy's life.
And oddly enough, there's an exception to the rule. Roger Fuderman told me about this. If an owner of a boat or a ship comes upon somebody who needs help, they have to help them. It's the maritime law. That kicks in. It's a federal law. But if you're standing on dry land, it doesn't apply. Keith? Yeah, those boys are going to have to live with that the rest of their lives, though, crime or not.
Listen, those boys ain't living with shit. Cut that shit out. Them boys ain't gonna give. You think? See, people don't put pieces together, and not maybe he's doing this because he doesn't want to offend black people, or these are kids and he doesn't want to be too judgmental on them. Fine. And I don't want to be too judgmental on it, but I know these kids. I may not know these kids, but I know these kids. Hey, motherfuckers ain't gonna lose no sleep over this shit. Man, these kids come, and another thing too that I didn't mention earlier, the community these kids, this is the community. Okay, when I was very young, I lost a lot of friends. And I'm not talking about dudes that like, you know what I'm saying, you know him through, the dude might see you somewhere and not even recognize you type shit. I'm talking about friends, schoolmates, buddies, play tag football with and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You know their government name. You know you don't even call them by their first name. You call them by their government name. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know a lot of niggas that passed away due to murder. And other things. But a lot of murders. You know what I mean? Starting at a young age. And I know these boys have seen a lot of murder. You know? So, you know, that may attribute to their callousness about death because, but the thing that's different about this is that this is somebody asking for help. The guy was, and you didn't even go get him help. It's one thing, you not gonna help. Okay, fine. Look, dude, I can't help you, dude. When the dude said that, fine. I'm gonna call the ambulance. These motherfuckers probably didn't call the ambulance and nothing. They probably went home. That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna lose no sleep over it. They went home and uploaded the video. You see what I'm saying? Like, this whole thing of they're gonna live with this for them niggas ain't living with this shit for the rest of their life. And these niggas not gonna get no blowback home either. There's not gonna be any, like, all these people online talking shit like these kids. There ain't nobody in their community gonna be saying that shit. They not have nobody. They not gonna be outcast. These motherfuckers not gonna be, you know, looked at a certain type of way for that. And especially because it was like this dude, he wasn't nobody. He's just a drug addict probably. Or some ex-con. They ain't gonna have the viewpoint that the white people, you'll think the white people will have, okay? They're gonna have that viewpoint. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And and the thing that you gotta understand about these little black guys, they don't have character, right? Because character's not valued. Being a savage is valued. And it'd help you survive too. Being a savage will help your ass survive too. and help your ass have an easier life. Like, you won't be prey and shit. You won't be food, but as much. But character, like, just the character to be like, all right, once the first boy started laughing, the other ones don't have enough character to be like, okay, he's laughing, but I don't think it's funny. Nah, I've seen these guys in their 20s, these same type of Negroes. And I know everybody gonna be mad, but I would be like, that's not what I built my channel on. You know what I'm saying? Just pandering to black folk and shit. I built my channel on just speaking from my experiences and just, you know, using logic and reason. You know, spatial awareness. So from what I know, you know what I'm saying? From what I've seen, like, niggas got to see something 8,000 times, and if they see it go the other way one time, it's basically 50-50 in their mind. Shit, it can go either way. Nah, nigga. It happened 8,000 times one way and one time another way. It can't go either way, nigga. It can only go one way. And that's the way you should think about it, nigga. But niggas see that and they like, it's 50-50. You never know. Like, nah, nigga. Not a good way to approach life. You know, decision making. Especially when you know the odds. When you know the numbers. Okay? Because you've seen things so many times. That's why David Carroll always says, black men, we can't connect dots. Okay? So that being said, I've seen enough of this to know that a lot of these young black men don't have character. Where if one starts getting on some bullshit, they all gonna get on that bullshit. One can just, I've been a manager at jobs. I've had black men, trust me. One start fussing and groaning, and it's really nothing you can do. Don't nobody got no character. Hey man, chill out, man. We on a mission, man. You whining and shit. You fucking up the vibe. Nah, man, shit, yeah, man. That shit spread like wildfire and shit. So I seen it with these niggas, man. Okay? And I know y'all gonna say, huh? You've never seen this. You lying. I ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying, you may not. I ain't gonna agree with you. You lying. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know these niggas. Because I know these niggas. And these niggas ain't rare. Character, what it would have took to, like, not jump in the lake. What am I saying jump in the lake? Look, this is their footage. This is the footage they gave to the world. They gave this to the world. We're analyzing the footage these young boys gave to the world. This is what they decided to give the world, okay? Okay? And there's a lot here. And it's a lot of, like, it ain't like a card game, you know what I'm saying? And we're trying to divine their character. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they just walk down the street and some shit, or, you know what I'm saying? And videotape themselves, you know, sitting in the alley and shit, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot here to judge character by. You know? It's not like one of those things, well, you can't judge their character off that one tape. Nah, nigga. Nah. There's a tape of one of them scrubbing the floor or some shit. Or, you know, a tape of one of them doing a Dougie or some shit. Yeah, I mean, of course, we can't tell a character from that. Alright, nigga, I understand that, nigga. But this tape had a lot where you could decipher what their character was from, okay? This tape, and this tape that they gave us, that they were like, here, everybody watch this, okay? They said, hey, everybody watch this, all right? Didn't take the sound out, because they could have just gave us the tape and it would have still been reprehensible, like, damn, why you ain't gonna get no help? No, they left the sound in, okay? All right? Why did they do that? Well, let's use our reason. We could say because they're stupid. Okay. We could say because they might have thought that, because they thought it was funny, and the people on their Facebook timeline or follow them on social media, the people that would be the people that would see something that they post, that little circle or group, or you know what I mean, genre of life they're in, or whatever, they would have thought that it was funny. Okay? And they wanted to give people something to laugh at. I mean, like, me being a YouTube, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that, you know, like, look, I make videos because, you know, I want people to watch them. It's kind of like why I make videos, you know? It's one of the reasons, at least, right? So, these kids probably posted it because they thought everybody was going to think it was funny. Because where they come from, that's funny. Okay? Peace.